I'm just going to run through quickly how we can make the residential VPN server using Proxyrack proxies. And for this, we're going to use WireGuard and Red Sox. So I'm just going to pretty much copy and paste directly into a terminal all the commands here that I've outlaid. So we're just going to update apt there. Now let's install. Great. Now I need to make our key pairs. This is specifically for WireGuard. Oops. And we're going to be using these in the configuration file. Now, this is what we need to make here. So if we copy this, see it's asking us here, these are the keys that we just generated. So if I just copy that, we can copy that key. And then we do the same thing for this one down here. Cool. Now what we need to do is edit sysctl. And we're just looking for this line here. Next, we just apply it. And now we can start WireGuard. It's enabling, and then this is starting it. Cool. Now, what I would usually do is actually test to see if this works before we add the residential proxy component, just in case we've missed something here. So what we need to do is open up our WireGuard client. Just going to call it, you can call it whatever you want. Okay, client private key. So I'm just going to move to that directory. Get the client private key there. And let's get the server public key. Now we just need to add our IP address. I mean, the IP address of the server, so client knows where to connect. Okay, let's click save. All right, I'm going to click activate. Cool. Now let's see. Yay, our IP address 16 there, that matches. So we just successfully set up a WireGuard VPN. Okay, we can deactivate that now. Now let's move on to the fun part. So what we're going to do in order to turn this into a residential VPN, we're going to use something called Red Sox. And we can just install that very simply with this command. Now, let's add this file here. I'm just going to delete all of it. And we got this much neater, smaller file here. Now, what we need to do is we need to add, you'll want to change this part here depending on your proxy host name. So I'm just using the unmetered residential from Proxyrack. And I'm using the port, which gives you a new IP on each connection. And you could change that to a sticky port. You could do whatever you want, really. You can use another service provider as well. So I'm just going to add in my details here. And then input my password. Okay, now that we save that, we can then run it. So you could create a system file for this. I can add that later if people want. But this command here will send it to the background instantly. So if we run that, oh, it doesn't like something that I did. Is it running already? It is. So let's try that again. Okay. What I don't think it likes here is actually using the host name. So let's resolve it ourselves. And let's just put the IP address in there. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, that's better. Check it's running. Great. Now, the next thing that we need to change is in the WireGuard configuration. These post up and post down. So these are quite long. Best if we just copy it. And post down. There we go. Okay, now let's restart this WireGuard interface. And then we'll put it back up. All right, now let's connect and see if it works. Good, we were able to connect. Right, now I've got an IP in Ecuador there. And if I visit another website, we'll have a different IP again, since we're using the rotating port. I think they changed this website actually, so let's just do IP data again. Now we're in Argentina. Cool. I refresh this. Okay, there's some cache in there, but yeah, you can see IP2 location. Okay, now we're in the Philippines. Great. So as you can see, that's very straightforward and easy. I hope you found this useful. And that's how you make a residential VPN. Let me know if you have any questions.